Yeah, Salakia Israel. This gonna be part two. The video just abruptly cut off. So yeah, I was talking about Revelations chapter 13, was that fire coming down from heaven. You know who was given the power. You see that in the video, the last video they was given. He was the beast. Out of the earth, like the title says, right? That beast, we gonna recognize who that beast is, which is this beast that it's talking about in verse 11 is America, and it says, and behold, another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and spake as a dragon. And them two horns is his two forms of government. The Republicans and Democrats. He spake as a dragon. They got serpent forked tongue, and it reads chapter 11, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So that's what the Roman Empire. This is Rome 2.0. Through his policies and the religion, these Roman Catholic Church and these different Christian denominations, all that's worshiping the beast, man, worshiping the first beast. And I'm gonna say in verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in sight of men, which is the point. Which those drone strikes is an example of that fire coming down from heaven, man. You know, he shoot these drone strikes, these missiles. You know what I'm saying? Like, atomic bombs, nuclear bombs, hypersonic missiles, drone strikes. All that is example of fire coming down from heaven, man. He do wonders, so he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in sight of men. So everybody see these events of these drone strikes, these missile strikes being launched. Now I also want to get this out of too about the martial law, Second Esdras, chapter 15. I have it already queued up because this phone, it likes to take its time. So this is Second Esdras out of the Apocrypha, Second Esdras chapter 15. And we go to verse 15. I'm at Slakia, verse 14. And it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and with swords in their hands. So that's what's gonna be happening, because these people are not gonna, a lot of these people, especially these pro-constitutionalists, Second Amendment, pro-gun rights and all that, they're not gonna stand for um, what the government has to offer about, like these groups called the Proud Boys and Antifa and all these different which I think they created by the government anyway. Antifa, Proud Boys, the Boogaloo Boys, and like the Black Lives Matters and what is it, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. All of those are controlled oppositions from my understanding, man. Like but their whole ideology is to form against tyranny of the government, especially their gun rights. And it says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and with swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men. So that sedition, that's basically what sedition is. We can go in that verse. It says, for there shall be sedition among men. And we're gonna see what sedition means. It says right here on sedition, Wikipedia, sedition is the overt conduct such as speech and organization that tends towards rebellion against the established order. So it's anything speech or organization, like I was saying before about these different organizations like the Boogaloo Boys, the Proud Boys, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, you know, and all these other groups. That's what they're basically doing. It's gonna be like that, and these different various other groups that people don't know about. These militias and different militias gonna be formed against the government, man. It says addition to overt conduct such as speech or organization that tends towards rebellion against the established order. Sedition often includes subversion of a constitution and incitement of discontent towards or insurrection against established authority. So that's what's gonna happen, man. Like I was saying, what these politicians are gonna pass as legislations, like law, and it's gonna basically be in violation of the Constitution, which I care less, you know what I'm saying. But I'm just stating that's how it is, you know. Um, they're gonna these pro constitutionalists, Second Amendment pro Second Amendment people, they not gonna stand for it. So I'm gonna read it. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So that's how people gonna feel. It's gonna be, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna read the rest. You know, people not gonna care what these politicians, their presidents, governors, mayors. They're not gonna care what they talking about, man. You know, they're gonna do what they feel is right in their minds. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for there shall be pride, Slakia, for because of their pride of the city, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and shall spoil their goods because of the lack of bread thereof, for great tribulation. So I really want to stop at 18, because the pride, because of their pride, the city shall be on trouble, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That's what's coming, man. That you see it, they militarizing the police with these drones, and like I showed you in this video here, right? They use drone in Afghanistan, like these different, like Afghanistan, Iraq. That's they see what the example what they was using there, man. They wasn't using it just to spy on people and this, that, and the third. I mean, they was also using drones to kill people. Well, that's what I want to say. But Salakia, this video was too long. I know it's gonna be this is the second part, and I hope this video was edifying. And I want to say, call Halayim La YAHAWAHSHI YAHAWAHSHI by Hashem Rekagadash, and the water YAHAWAHSHI YAHAWAHSHI. I want to say Shalom to the next time, Yahweh willing, which means Lord. Salaki, Yahweh Ratazah, which means Lord willing, and Wah Abba Babah.